So let's enjoy this brand new cardboard here and use it to make a video. Because last time I talked about tools, because it was somebody asked a question about that, and then lo and behold, the next week Games Workshop comes out with 4 brand new tools. They came out with tools, and that's really interesting to me because that's something I wanted to. Well, I talked about tools, and then they just like release a bunch of new tools, so we get to talk about them all a little bit because they release tools, and I like trying them out really, and also I was like really due for new cutters like clippers or nippers or whatever you call these. So I'm really happy that they come out because I was gonna buy some new ones, so I got these ones now, and then we can try them all out. And maybe starting this thing might be a good time to. I think I've said this in another video. Maybe if you like stalk the channel like a crazy person. First of all, I love you, and second of all, I might have said this already. But the thing with tools is if what you're using is working, don't bother changing. That's kind of like the general tool, the general use for tools, or the general rule is like if what you're doing is working for you. Don't buy everything that comes out because some random schmuck on the internet just said like, hey, I like this. If you don't have a problem with it, keep doing what you're doing. So maybe we start with the hobby knife. That's probably the most classic, common one. And so this is what I've been using since forever almost. This is called the cheapest motherfucker out there. Okay, that's the technical name of it. This is just like a basic little thing. It comes with a little safety cap, and it's got blades. These blades are called the number 11. I think there's some on there. So the general X-Acto blade is a number 11 blade, and that's usually what you want. I love these. They don't cost a thing, and you can't have the little cap on them. I like these. If you don't have the cap, these things roll. Okay, I'm very clumsy, and that's the only feature that I like. The Army Painter has one that's like an insane amount of money, like $15. Well, it's less than this one, but they have one, and I love it because it's triangle and does not roll. So I like that because I don't want to stab myself in the foot. Because it's just rolling. Because that true story. And then so let's try this one. And I've seen a couple of features. I hope it's like the illustration, because there's a couple of things I like about this. So first of all, it comes with extra blades, so that's interesting. And also, one, I don't say it's a cool thing, but it's an interesting thing, is that for the first Games Workshop hobby knives used to come with scalpel blades, not X-Acto blades, which is take it or leave it, I guess. Because scalpel blades are really nice, they're really inexpensive, and they cut like nobody's business, and that used to be their thing, which was kind of frustrating, I guess, at some point, because they were so different, and they would fit inside the hobby knife differently. But these looks like they're using regular blades. And then we have this, and then this is the little safety cap, and then so it's using a little the classic entry. So okay, so right off the bat, I can tell I like this little feature here, this dumb little thing. I like it. I knew, well, I saw the on the box. I was like, I like this. I hope it's accurate, and it is. So I'm really happy about this. So okay, so. So first of all, this, I like the way that it's so first of all, it's flat. Okay, so that's cool. And then the other thing that I like is this little thing here goes a little bit over the blade, which is really nice, because I've seen some people use this like a pen. Like the grip, they grab it like this. I don't do that. I don't know if I'm a savage or if that person was like way too fancy for me. I've seen a lot of people actually go like this and then use it like it was a pen. I take it like like a, I don't even know, like a fucking shovel or something, like a power tool, because I'm a man. I play with toy soldiers. So I use it like this. So I like the fact that this is gripped. But the only thing I like, honestly, I'm not a fan of this like little plastic kind of finish. It does nothing for me. But this little thing here over the blade, I really like, because when I grip it with my little dumb savage grip, my thumb can go like higher onto the blade, and I really enjoyed that. So again, I don't even know how much it retails. Probably way too much money. But if if you need a hobby knife and you don't want to roll, I would buy this knife. I'm gonna keep this one for sure. Let's do clippers, because then clippers we can use, and clippers are like my favorite thing because they're all over the place. There's so many. There's like a million clippers, and I'm really glad because this is the one I've been using. These are old Citadel, like from I'll say 2005 or something probably. They're very old, but I've had them since, and as you can see, they're really trash. But that's what I've been using. And then these ones are they came in like some sort of starter set. I think Umbrel or something and these are really bad. They came in a set, so I got them. I've used them maybe 3 times total. They are garbage for multiple reasons. Yeah, let's talk about it. First of all, they're like super thick. Okay, that's like really not great. So if you just compare the height, I guess, or something, the width, whatever, like the size of the thing. In this case, you do not want thick. Okay, thick is bad, and it is bad because sometimes it does not fit where you want to go. Like here, it is like it's not possible to put this in this spot right here where there's a miniature. So this is like not great. So and also these ones have the curved edge. Okay, so here this is the thing that you want to avoid at all costs, because these things make it cheap. Like you see this little V. It's really hard to show. That V, it will leave like a big, well, actually a V shaped in your sprues. Come on. So you can see none of these two parts here is like flat. Whereas if I just cut with this one side here is like, well, mine's trash, right? But like they're really flat. So if I cut right next to an edge, at least it's flat, and it like you get the feeling of cutting. This one, this is like terrible, and that's the thing with these clippers that a lot of people like don't realize. Clippers are like completely crazy. These things are probably like $4 or something, and you can see that they're worth about $2. In that I would not wish them on my worst enemy, but they're available for you, bud. And then there's these ones and like a plethora of like generic ones, and then that goes from like, I don't know, $15 or $20 to like $100. And now you have to kind of stop yourself, because $100 is like it's insane. It's for Gundam models like Gunpla. The Gunpla ones are like super fine, and they're made for like smaller sprues. Like the Gunpla sprues, the attach, so where they connect to the model, like here, is like super fine. So you really don't need, like, even these would be big for this. But the Gunpla one, if you use on big sprues like this, you're gonna wreck them. So you pay like a premium for them, and then you're gonna wreck them. So this is not like super. So these are like probably 15 years old, and I was I used them on the stream last week. They were my go-to. I got 2 or 3 pairs, and they're all trashed, but they still work better than Garbaggio, the red ones over here. Well, now let's move this dead guard here, and then let's see these new ones. I have not. They look like every other generic clip. I like there's an in between. Like between these ones and these ones, there's like an in-betweener from Games Workshop, like the bronze one, and that one was like dope. I don't have one here, but it was like heavy. I love that one, but I don't have one here. I sold it when they announced the change. Let's see here. Okay, so it's got that same like finish and like little curves. I like that. Good little branding. I'm a sucker for good branding, and Games Workshop is good at that. This almost looks like a fucking like kitchen utensil. Okay. So the spring thing is really nice, because I've had some in the past that are like the no spring action. You'd have to, like, you use them and then you have to kind of like push them open, and that sucked. It's like the little things, Man, I mean, this is real. So first of all, super flat, and second of all, super thin and super long too. So that is like really cool. I'm actually kind of impressed here with this pro. I did not expect this to be good, to be perfectly honest. Let's cut open some little. Oh, that's a fine piece right there. You see this one? You look at that little attach here. This is a nightmare to get rid of. So let's try our boys here. First one. Okay, not great on the. Ooh, holy, oh mama. Oh my, Maron, oh my, holy moly. Okay, folks. This, I mean, jeez Louise. Okay, no, this is okay. This is the real deal. I don't know how like you say $50. Somebody in the chat says 50, but I would, yes. Like I need clippers right now. I would buy this in a heart. This is insanely. This does everything I want it to do, and I have like somewhat big hands. Like I like, and I like. I'm this I'm sold. Like this is a big win in my bio. I like this a lot. And I'd be curious to test them and compare them to the Tamiya are like really highly rated, and they're $30. They're like the Tamiya is on the higher end of the let's got non-gunpla section. This is whew. Okay. I'm on board for this one. Let's see. Let's try it. Just for S's and G's. Let's try it on the whole like the whole sprue. Just oh my. This is the visual representation of the fire emoji, people. Oh. This is these things. Oh. Bangers. Okay, I'm down, and but maybe I'll try to get the Tamiya ones because I've lots of good things about Tamiya tools. But I mean this, whew, all premium. I love this thing. So these guys in the trash. That's right. They're dead to me now. I'm not actually gonna throw them away. I'm gonna keep them somewhere. This thing here, oh, I dig this thing. I said at the end of the last video, I said maybe a mold line remover is nice, and I think them releasing this is like a lot of sparked a lot of like controversy about like mold line removers overall. Okay, same little branding, and I can tell so far I don't like this. This is like nothing special except it's gonna break at some point if you use like a little bit too much strength. So I'm not sold on this little device just to begin with. What I do like is this little triangular thing here, because we have one. Yeah, there's that one. This is their previous one, and then there's some random ones in the, like I think some like start building or start painting or whatever, which is basically like just this part here. You just get like this little halvesies, and but this is another thing of like, this is like literally a metal rod, so you can buy this for like $5 or whatever. These things exist in like a plethora of like shape or form. I used to really like them for resin when I did a lot of Forge World, like the Renegades and the Dead Corpse. I had one, and because knives can like go through like the soft resin really fast, these do not. But what I'm really interested in is this little thing here, because this has a little purpose, which I think is amazing. And that dumb purpose is just to remove the side of the base. I thought it was like the coolest little dumb little thing that they put on there. Okay, it doesn't work though. Like this is not, like that's what it's used for. I know for a fact, but it's not doing anything for this. Let's try this one. This one is a 3D printed base that my buddy Charles made for the Luminate. So let's give this guy let's give this guy a little try here just to see, because there's like a little bubbles or something you can see. Let's see if it works on these. Yeah, this is garbage. Nope, this is not doing anything for me. Let's try it on the piece here. The actual scraping. And the thing is, like, Games Workshop models are so good that you really don't need like a scraper most of the time, because there's so little in terms of like mold lines. Like on this piece, you're hard pressed to find one that's not like completely hidden by some other detail. And then the ones that are there are the ones that we would need the hobby knife here. Let's actually try to find a mold line on some of this sprue here. I'm telling you, the models are oh there's a big leg. Let's bring back my precious little clippers. That leg that ooh. Ew. Alright, come here, little buddy. Alright, so there's one here, so maybe. I mean, okay. I guess it does work. It ain't bad. But like this falls in the land of I think for vehicles it's probably good, because this is probably a lot easier to not scrape like flat armor plates. But then on these things, just the simple fact that I need 3 tools instead of just 2, it would piss me. I know for a fact it would piss me off at some point, because I know for like if I'm to build like my pile of dead guard here, I got like a couple of sprues I've started. Like if I'm to build this and I have to change my tools 3 times, I'll get like angry. Just like I'll just get like unmotivated just out of changing tools for no good purpose. So I'll just stick with this. For the same reason that I don't switch between plastic and super glue most of the time. yeah, you don't want to see an angry Canadian. Yeah, so I really this thing here, I think it's a nice gadget. Maybe if you're like a kid, that might be it though. If you're like a kid, or if you hobby with your child, this is like a very safe option. So this kind of makes sense to me. This is how I would like I would sell this, or I would approach this to, like, you know, the maybe the warring mom or the dad that's trying to get his son to hobby. I think this is a very safe approach to like model building. You'll get angry at it, but it will work, and you'll end up with 10 fingers. So I dig this. So maybe that's the thing, but I don't think, for me, it's not doing it. Like this thing, I cannot get it to work properly. And again, Games Workshop, it makes models so good that having a mold line remover is like a lot of overkill. So I only see the child aspect of this thing, or like the very beginner friendly or risk averse hobbyist. Let's check out the drill. And again, this sounds like another, you know, if you need a drill and there's a Games Workshop store, get it. But I don't think it does anything fancy. I don't. Ooh, it's heavier than I expected. Come on. So so first of all, the only drill I've used in the past, like, I don't know, I'll say 10 years for short, but is the Tamiya handheld drill with paint on it and whatnot. So this does nothing for me. I will not. I'm reviewing it because I got all 4, and I from the store, and I wanted to review all of them. But I'm like, unless this thing is like, I don't know, $6, this costs like 27 Canadian dollars, and it's amazing. It makes dentist sound. It's a Pro Oricon. I don't know what you're about. I mean, so I don't. This does nothing for me. It's not heavy. It's not big. Like, Usually the way you want to use this is you put this part here in the palm of your hand. That's why usually they're completely round. This one has a little screw and it's not. So you put this here and then you turn. But the way that they designed it is really bad because they have these little like triangular things, so it doesn't even work because these things spin. So you have to kind of stop every time you reach instead of just turn and turn and turn. So I maybe like again like kids' hands, like you want to grab it like this. I don't. Okay, I can. So as a holder, this might make sense because it's flat. So you can put like your little like a pin vise and like a head or something, and have it on there and then hold it. So that gives you kind of a double up and a less butt plugging type of thing. So as like a holder, I don't mind it, but then again, it's probably priced as like a high-end tool. This does nothing for me to be fully. I wanted to check it out just to see if it had something special, but the features on it are really not for me. The fact that this is also in the dead center, it I don't think it does much for it. And again, I would not have fun drilling with this just because of the way it fits. Like it's too small. I need to no. Yeah, this is not like a practical tool. Maybe like okay. Maybe I would grow to love. Like if I was hard pressed and I could only find that one, maybe I would grow to love it, or at least to not hate it instantly. So yeah, but really this is not. This is nope. This is not really doing it for. But then again, as I said, so I think first of all, you should not go buy these tools immediately, no matter what. I think it's a stupid approach to every and all tool. Unless you have like an issue with it. If you have a drill and you're trying to drill out your entire Grey Knights army, just go out and buy this. This will solve all of your problems instantly. If you're, drilling one gun every 2 months, don't bother. Get the drill that you have, drill it, and that's fine. And then same thing, if you have this little hobby knife and like a million blades, you probably don't need this fancy little Games Workshop. But if you don't have one, it's a fancy thing. It's got some nice extra features, like small little features that are interesting. So if money ain't no thing, this has like nice little feature. I'm really interested in using this because I want to see how long it takes me to break this thing here, because that's how that's how it goes. I like that they made it for normal blades instead of like having their own Games Workshop patented blade that you can only buy from Games Workshop. That would have been an instant deal breaker. So I like that part. So that one is really good. I like it. I'm happy to use it. And then this thing is an instant buy for me. I was like looking for some, and they are really, really good. So yeah, the clippers, in my opinion, are the greatest of the four, and then the hobby knife is a close second. And if money ain't no thing and you're starting out, I would definitely not hesitate to buy both of these things for sure.